Hey, what's up? Welcome to the next installment of the Bathrobe Poetry series. I believe this is number 5. Could be 6, but I think it's 5. Um, Today I'm going to give you a simple writing prompt. After 25 years of writing and going to workshops and using writing prompts, I have discovered that for myself, the writing prompts that work best for me are the ones that are more focused on technique than on a subject matter. Those who know my work know I write a lot about my relationship with my mother and my brother. However, if I ever had a writing prompt that said, write a poem about your first memory of your mother, I would go completely blank. It's too broad for me. Like I said, I would go completely blank and I'd be like, I never even had a mother. But prompts that are more focused on technique, I seem to be able, the creativity seems to flow better. I'm one of those type that I'm actually more creative with the more constraints you put on me. So, anyways, this is a writing prompt that I often will use for my work. So what I do is I will grab a bunch of books of poetry. Usually, I would grab anthologies that have, multiple writers, multiple voices, multiple styles. Like right here, I have Garrison Keillor's Good Poems, which have a lot of good poems. And I will just read. And as I read, I have this list of columns of verbs, nouns, and adjectives. And as I read the poems, I will just anytime one of those attracts me, a verb, a noun, an adjective, I put it on this list. And I keep reading and reading. Sometimes it goes on for several days until I have a list that looks like this. Okay, of adjectives, verbs, and nouns. And then once I have a full page like this, I will then go, and my only goal is to make sentences. Even as a poet, even when I write poems that are broken down in lines, I think in sentences. And all I'm doing is writing individual sentences that have nothing to do with each other. I just want not, well, it doesn't have to be simple, but sentences that are interesting yet clear, and they stand on their own. And I do that until I go through that entire page. And I can have 50 sentences, 100 sentences, and anywhere in between. And then I let it sit. And then afterwards, I look at the sentences and I try to make connections. Sentence 4 might have a relation with sentence number 56. And so I will rearrange them. And I keep finding connections and splicing sentences and adding to sentences and finding out certain sentences just are crap, so I get rid of them. And sooner or later, I can see a shape of a poem. And that's how I will often create my poems. Sometimes I get lucky and I can even get, out of these 100 sentences, I can get 2 or 3 poems, but that's extremely rare. I do a lot of writing and then continuously shave down and shave down. So, anyways, that is the experiment. I hope you try it, and I hope you get something out of it. And for my next installment, I am going to give a countdown of craft books that I find very helpful, and I hope you will find helpful as well. Have a good day. Bye bye.